Hello and welcome to another episode of Sister Starr. We're wandering in the wilderness, having recently escaped from prison. Not your usual prison. This was being guarded by some type of ghost or spirit. So, we're not exactly sure what was going on and why she was in prison, but we can assume she was either wrongly imprisoned or imprisoned for some type of political purpose. So we're trying to find civilization now, and we found another living creature, but probably not who we were trying to find. Yeah, that is a troll. And trolls are extremely dangerous at this stage of the game. So we're just gonna pull out our double-edged blades, or dual-wielding blades, and see if we can hack away a little bit at this troll. And we're not gonna do it. So we're hurting, and it looks like this troll is afraid of water, so I think our best bet here is to kind of maybe bait it, hit it from the, see if we can pick it off, and we're not doing very much damage at all. Oh, well, at least it trying to find a different path to us or something. It's just getting flustered and frustrated. This is actually pretty amusing, and it has given us a way out. Okay, so we're gonna take the hard way here and stay in the water just in case he's starting to come back. So this is not a fight we want to take at this stage of the game, and we'd rather risk our lives here rolling over these rapids. At least it's pretty shallow right here. Okay, well, it looks like the troll has not followed us. So, we can go back on the shore. And here we have some victims. Well, I think that is where we started out. There's a goat following us for some reason. And here we have some supplies. So let's see what we can take. We're actually probably not going to be able to take all of this. We've had quite a bit of loot from that prison. And we have increased our pickpocketing skill. Not something I particularly was planning on using with this character, but since she is some type of outlaw, or I would prefer to see her as some type of rebel or revolutionary figure even, but pickpocketing could work. So we might incorporate a little of that. It's not something I usually think about doing, but why not, actually? Why not? It's one thing I've been thinking about a little bit, how to shape this character based on her skills, because I already know where her head's kind of at. Basically planning on using this playthrough as sort of a meditation on, you know, discrimination, racism, oppression, and, you know, very topical type of theme. So I know where she's at, and you know, we'll get into it later, but there's various groups in Skyrim that are basically oppressed groups, and you know, she is a Redguard, and obviously looks like, you know, a black person in our reality. They're called Redguards in this game. So that they're not really one of the oppressed groups, but they're also not one of the groups in power either. They're just kind of there, honestly. So they're kind of like marginalized in that way, where they're just like a little bit of an extra, you know, extra group that's in here. It's not really part of the plot or anything of this game. So we're gonna see how she fits in with all of that, and we're gonna take the cautious route here. I actually did try to take the waterfall, and well, it didn't go that well. So very amusing scene, but yeah, we crashed down on the rocks there. So there's some type of mystic looking entrance here, so let's see what we have over there. Probably not somewhere we want to go in at this stage of the game, especially when we're over encumbered and won't be able to take any loot with us. Actually, we walked past that earlier in the last episode, so we're not gonna on our way up. So basically what we were doing is trying to get to Iverstead because that was the closest town on the road. I think we can make this in the water here. It's not that far. Just have to slowly avoid these rocks. So yeah, we've tried to get to Iverstead and I didn't quite make it. So now we're just going the opposite way of the troll, and we're gonna swim down here. This waterfall is not as tumultuous as the one above it. So yeah, here we are. Look at one of the moons of Skyrim in the sky on the horizon. And we're gonna swim and swim down another waterfall and hopefully survive this one too. Okay, we have done it. So this is quite the escape. I mean, this is actually a great scene, you know, for someone who is escaping from being jailed. Great way to cover your tracks. No one's expecting you to flow down 3 waterfalls like that. So here we are, and we have come to a nice, quiet-looking mining town. Darkwater Crossing. Okay. Not the town we were looking for, but this will do. I don't think either of these towns actually has anyone selling anything
I've never
anyway.
seen you around here before. Are you a miner too?
Sure. Yes, we are a miner.
I used to be an adventurer in my day. Then I settled down, got married.
Anike.
That's right. I used to explore all over. I'm the one who originally found the mine Darkwater
This
Crossing
is a great
was built around.
person for our first
actually
friendly
scouting a bit the
character
other day,
to meet.
Old time's sake. Spied a brigand heading back to his camp. Up for a
So
little hunting? My husband is being a sad stick, so
we
I can't
have
go myself. This
a
brings back
powerful
memories.
woman who has been
Come back when you're done, and maybe I'll be up to showing you a few tricks.
well,
Bandits are
she's
cowards.
doesn't
Don't
really have
strain
her
yourself chasing them all
freedom.
down.
So this is actually
Keep
the
walking.
perfect way to start for us. Oh, and here are the guards. Okay, so we're immediately shocked now. These guards have pulled
Moving
out.
on.
These are soldiers actually, so they are threatening us. We don't know if they are connected to whoever imprisoned us or if we are notorious or anything. So let us not engage them. Okay, so those are the Imperials. There's 2 groups here, the Stormcloaks and Imperials, which we'll get into that at some other time. But I think they probably weren't looking for us, just happened to be on the road, and we certainly look out of place to them. So this is one of my favorite spots in the game. If you watch my other series, the Ice Fiendess of the North, where I have this extremely vibrant weather mod, this area actually looks completely different in that it's very bright and
What's your trouble?
blue.
The
The nicest blue, and I wouldn't say deep because it's more of a light blue, but
we fish and keep to
it's
ourselves.
so vivid and
Try to keep from upsetting the Empire or the
different
Stormcloaks.
than this.
And so far, the war's left us alone.
Okay, so here's another useful bit of information.
How can I argue
this
with
town
that?
is trying to stay out of the
I'd
struggles.
better get going.
Trouble?
Nope, no trouble from me, sir. So that is one of the town guards.
I could use an extra hand in the mine.
And
Just
we
bring
have
me
found
any corundum you dig up.
some work, so we can make a few pieces of gold, even though we cannot sell anything to him. So we're not gonna mine through the night. We are going to get some rest. It has been a rough night to be sure, escaping from prison and tumbling down multiple waterfalls, among fighting some creatures on the way. Okay, so this is the husband who
I do love my wife. Just wish she'd get her head out of the clouds.
he seems well-meaning. He doesn't seem like, he's an oppressive husband. He just knows that there's work to be done here, and
Hanukkah knows it better than anyone.
she's the one that found this mine, so he just assumes that, it's best for her to stay here and mine. Well, she used to be an adventurer and longs for her past. So this is actually could be part of the plot of our playthrough here. I've done that before, so I really do like the dynamic between them, because like I said, it's not, she's not being abused by her husband or anything. He actually seems to have a lot of respect for her, but he just kind of doesn't get it, and he literally just sees the work to be done, and she wants to go basically have fun or whatever he considers it. Of course, fighting bandits who have been attacking the town is it seems like it'd be useful for the town. So of course, I'm sure he also doesn't want her to get killed by bandits and those types of things. So we are going to take that mission on for her, and hopefully that leads to more interactions with this town. So
I try to think of it
talk
as
to the
coaxing the
locals.
ore from
We
the
have
rock. This mine
dark
is only a
elf
few
here.
years old, but I've been digging up ore for over a century. We're getting to
Wow.
the point where the tunnels are getting deep
the
into the
dark
rock.
elves are extremely
People complain
old.
of bad coughs and foul air.
So this is
I've seen this before.
not the safest.
We need some medicines to combat the
situation.
ore dust. I was about to send a message to
Okay.
Windhelm for aid.
Okay, this is interesting. Okay, well, we're going to deliver that
Thank you.
message.
Take it to Quintus
For
in the
him-
white file.
So this is great, because
Those
Windhelm
falls.
is the
Dangerous
center of
place.
all this racial
Tertius
tension.
thought he could find some good fish in the pool.
Dangerous Falls,
Haven't
yes.
heard from him in a long while.
I've noticed. Okay, and we have another quest to find
Safe
someone
travels.
lost. And we did pass by that POI, actually. Okay, so we found a pickaxe, and we are going to work in the mines. If you've ever watched any of my series, probably I really enjoy mining. I don't know, it relaxes me. A lot of times I'll do a little montage at this point where I'll show you 2 hits from each of these ore veins that we find, but this time we're going to take it slow. I've pretty much decided to take this playthrough a little slower and have these in-between moments so I could sort of talk a little more about the theme. I mean, that is kind of the point of this playthrough. There's so much, racial tension in the news, I would say, and I've been going and thinking back and, listening to a lot of old rap music, KRS-One, Public Enemy, that type of stuff, and, that's what is inspiring this playthrough. So I do want to create like I want to say a hero, but I also just want to say, a character. Like, I don't know that she is going to necessarily be a hero. She probably won't be a villain, but really, she's just a person, and she's a normal person who has to
Saunders takes care of me when Mom's not around.
deal with stuff. So we're meeting other normal
your
people
trouble?
here,
That
miners,
Argonia
and
telling
we're
tales
connecting
again?
with them. So it's gonna be, of course, we're gonna be fighting dragons or whatever, and we might even become the Dragonborn in this playthrough. But you know, I don't want to lose sight of being like a citizen and an individual and you know, a human. So. Okay, well, we're gonna have a little drink here. It has been a rough day, or, you know, we got some sleep, but the tensions are still pretty high, so. Okay. And we found a garnet as well, so we might do a little bit of smithing in this character. We are definitely going to be doing enchanting. That is part of my plan with this character. She is almost going to be a jack of all trades in a few ways, but everything I pick is going to be specific and deliberate as far as what she uses.
I try not to worry about it.
So like I said, pickpocketing.
Way down deep in the river. I miss him.
Yeah, we just did that actually. We can take you deep diving. We're an expert. I love this little kid giving
Mom says
her
the Empire's
opinions.
mean, but I don't think they're that bad.
Wow. Okay, she has some type of awareness of the political situation.
Stormcloaks are named after Ulfric. He's a bad man.
So
We don't help the soldiers.
she's definitely sympathetic to the Empire and not the Stormcloaks. I love that the echoing from someone else mining nearby. The wind howling through
Saunders
the
takes care
caves.
of me when Mom's not around.
Okay, kid, you're starting to repeat yourself, so maybe pick up an axe. No, I don't know. A little too young to be doing work. She probably shouldn't be down here if we're releasing some noxious gases as we mine deeper. But I'll let these people looking after her make that decision for her.
Hi there.
Hi. Okay, let's see if there's anything under here. Sword. I don't think I'm going to be using a great sword. I might end up using a battle axe or even a warhammer and do a little bit of two-handed. This is what I'm saying about being a jack of all trades. If we find one particular two-handed weapon I like, maybe some type of special weapon, I'll probably end up using it. So, same with spells. There's going to be very specific spells.
I keep hearing stories about Morrowind.
Okay.
Sounds like a wretched place.
Wow. So yeah, he looks like a dark elf, and they are from
used to help more
Morrowind.
with the
So
mining, but
he's
nowadays
established that
she's a
he's
bit of a
actually
bounder.
from here. So.
I'll buy everything you've dug up.
And here is the
All right then.
guy running the mine here, and we have gotten 240 gold. Pretty good for a few minutes work. So, so I think we are gonna end up going to Morrowind and doing that DLC. I haven't done it in a while, and I think that might fit in really well with the mood I'm trying to set here. So we probably will become the Dragonborn if I continue to do that quest, because it's kind of like a sequel to, you know, the main quest in a lot of ways. So although I could just go there and do some side quests and you know, soak in the atmosphere. So that's gonna be part of the plan, I think.
Nope. Sorry.
Okay.
Nothing.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Okay, that is a bit ominous considering we just escaped from prison, but I guess he doesn't know, but he can sort of tell we're some type of outlaw. I mean, look at us, we're literally look like a wild woman. So the townspeople have been very nice to us though, so we don't seem to be an imminent threat or anything. Okay, so I think we are gonna wrap up this episode here. We will go to Windhelm shortly, or take care of those bandits, but let's level up first, and we are gonna put some points into archery actually, because before I knew what this character was even going to be, I wanted to play an archer. So we're going to stick with that for now, and enchanter as well. So let's just quickly look at our map, and we have to either kill the leader of this camp. Let's see where that is. Over on the side. Okay, so they're about equal distance. So we'll just wander and see where we end up. But we will do that next time. Thank you for joining us on Sister Starr.